Have you ever felt like you're chasing the wind? Striving, working, achieving, only to find yourself asking, is this all there is? Imagine a king. A man who had everything his heart could ever desire. Wisdom beyond measure. Wealth that knew no bounds. Pleasures that most can only dream of. He built magnificent houses, planted sprawling vineyards, and created lush gardens and parks. He owned more herds and flocks than anyone before him. Gold and silver were piled up like common stones, and the voices of the finest singers filled his halls. Whatever his eyes desired, he did not keep from them. He denied his heart no pleasure. And yet, at the pinnacle of it all, with the world at his feet, he looked at everything his hands had done, at all the toil he had expended, and a profound emptiness washed over him. He called it all vanity, like chasing the wind. There was nothing to be gained under the sun. He sought wisdom, but found that with much wisdom comes much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief. The wise man and the fool, he observed, both share the same fate. They both die, and soon they are both forgotten. Vanity. So he turned to pleasure. Come now, he said to himself, I will test you with pleasure to find out what is good. He drank wine, not to excess, but to see if it held the key. He indulged in foolishness, hoping to find a hidden truth. But laughter, he found, is madness. And pleasure? What does it accomplish? It's a fleeting mist, gone as quickly as it appears. Chasing the wind. What about work? The endless cycle of labor. He hated all the things he had toiled for under the sun because he knew he must leave them to the one who comes after him. And who knows whether that person will be wise or a fool? Yet they will have control over all the fruit of his labor. This, too, he saw, is vanity, a grievous evil. We toil and strive our entire lives, our days filled with grief and pain, and even at night, our minds do not rest. What do we truly get for it all? He observed the world around him. He saw the tears of the oppressed, with no one to comfort them. Power was on the side of their oppressors. He saw that all the toil and all the achievement spring from one person's envy of another. This too is vanity, a chasing after the wind. It is better to have one handful with tranquility than two handfuls with toil and a pursuit of nothing. He saw the lonely man, with no son or brother, toiling endlessly, his eyes never content with his wealth. For whom am I toiling, he asks, and why am I depriving myself of enjoyment? This too is vanity, a miserable business. So, what is the point? Is life just a cruel joke? A random series of events with no meaning, ending in a final, silent darkness? The king searched deeper. He saw that there is a time for everything, a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. And in this divine rhythm, he discovered a profound truth. The emptiness, the vanity, he felt was not because life itself is meaningless. It was because he was trying to find ultimate meaning in things that were never meant to provide it. Wealth, wisdom, pleasure, work, these are gifts. But they are not the giver. They are temporary, fleeting. He realized God has set eternity in the human heart. We have a deep, innate longing for something more, something that transcends the temporary world we see. This is the twist. The great suspense of life isn't whether we'll find happiness in the next achievement or possession. The suspense is whether we'll realize what our hearts are truly searching for. The feeling of vanity is not a curse, it's a signpost. It is a universal ache pointing us beyond the under the sun and towards the one who is above it all. The king's conclusion wasn't one of despair, but of profound clarity. He understood that our purpose isn't found in chasing the wind, but in walking with the one who commands it. He says, "Now all has been heard. Here is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God, and keep His commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. To fear God is not to be terrified, but to live in awe and reverence of Him. To recognize that He is the source of all life, all joy, all meaning. Keeping His commandments isn't about restrictive rules, but about living in alignment with the design of our Creator, the way a fish finds freedom in water, not on land. So, the emptiness you might feel is real. The sense that there must be more to life is not a delusion. It's the echo of eternity in your soul, calling you to look up. True joy isn't found in having everything under the sun, but in knowing the one who created the sun. It's in finding your satisfaction not in the gifts, but in the giver. It is He alone who can fill the void. He turns the chase after the wind into a meaningful journey, where every moment, every season, has a purpose in His grand design. Don't let the pursuit of fleeting things distract you from the eternal one. The meaning of life isn't a riddle to be solved, but a relationship to be enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the deeper questions of life. See you in the next video.